Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, Josh, how's it going?
Not so bad.
Okay. Go ahead and get us hooked up. Not ready to go yet, but make sure we're hooked up, okay?
Yeah, I got you right there.
Okay, Josh. Yeah, now there could be a ball coming down on top of us. Sure. Huh? What's that? What's that? Hey, Josh, are you there? Josh. Josh. Doggone him. Josh. So. You were right. Way to go. Josh. Josh.
I was getting PT on, my bad.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
Go ahead and get me on.
Okay. In 3, 2, 1, we're live.
Good evening, sports fans. And Josh. Josh, I'm getting a bad echo. There you go. Hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Sports fans, welcome to Carthage Bulldog Baseball, coming to you live from South Tyler on the campus of Cumberland Academy High School as the Bulldogs continue 16-4A district action. This is district game number 2 going up against the Cumberland Academy Knights. And the Bulldogs coming in with a district record of 1-0 after that walk-off win against Kilgore. And Cumberland Academy, in their opening district encounter, they were shut out by Henderson 11-0. All right, let's give you the Bulldog lineup. Obviously, Carthage being the visiting team, they're going to bat first. Maddox Martinez will lead off. He's at second base. Sam Watson at short. Cale Preston in left. Brooks Soap behind the plate. Cade Moore is on the mound tonight. River Leach at third. Blayton Legrone in right. Caden Ritter in center field. And Cade Ross will be at first base. A right-hander on the mound, Julian Ramirez for the Cumberland Academy Knights, and the first one is outside and low for ball 1. One and 0 on Martinez. Here's the next pitch. This one is hit out into the left center field. Left fielder going over to his left. He will not get this one. It's going to be extra bases as Martinez is going to pull into second base with a stand-up double. So Martinez takes the second pitch of the ball game deep to left center field for a stand-up double. And the Bulldogs have got a runner in scoring position here in the first inning with nobody out. This field is not as large dimension-wise as Carthage, but they do have a deep center field. It's 385 there. Straight away center at Carthage is 380. Here's the pitch to Sam Watson, fouled out of play. So it'll be Maddox, Watson, Martinez, Watson, and Preston, the top 3 hitters here in the first inning. Sam Watson, leading average hitter for the Bulldogs last season as a junior. Open stance up at the plate. Here's the pitch, and this one is hit out into right center field. Center fielder over to his left. He's got it. Here's a tag by Martinez, and he slides in head first at third base. So Martinez tagging up at second after the fly ball to right center by Watson. So Watson's out number 1 of the inning, and Martinez is now at third with 1 away and no score. So the Bulldogs going up there swinging tonight. Cale Preston, senior left fielder, steps up there now, hitting third, but gets the bunt down, but it's a foul ball. They do have turf here, but you know it's nowhere close to our facility. I mean, nowhere close. No press box. The restrooms and the concessions are probably, I'm going to guess, 100 yards away, 80 to 100 yards away, up right next to the soccer field. Here's the pitch, and this one hit him. So Preston is hit by a pitch, and he'll be on at first. Batter now is Brooks Soap. Soap, junior catcher. A 2-year starter, so unless something happens to him, like an injury, he's going to wind up being a 3-year starter for the Bulldogs behind the plate. Ramirez working. There's a runner going to second, and he's in there standing up. So that'll be a stolen base for Preston. So now 2 runners in scoring position for Carthage here in the first inning with 1 out. We've got Martinez at third and Preston at second. And the pitch is low and outside to Brooks Soap. 1-1 the count now. With one away. Again, the Bulldogs facing a right-hander, Julian Ramirez. This pitch, a breaking ball. And it's outside for ball 2. 2-1 the count. Whoever's running the scope now, they've changed the scoreboard. Part of the field is in shade, part is not. This pitch is fouled back into the screen. We are broadcasting from ground level tonight. There's no press box, so yes, okay, that pitch is high. So the count now goes to 3-2. So a full count now on Soap with Martinez at third. He led off with a double. Preston is at second. This pitch is hit to the shortstop. Shortstop has a throw, and it is high. It'll be an error, and a run comes in to score. That ball was hit on the left side, and the shortstop picked it up, had time to get him. So that will be, and let's see, Preston advances to third. So Soap is on the error, but he does get an RBI. Because even if they would have thrown him out, that would have been the second out of the inning, and the run would have scored. So it's 1-0 Carthage now here in the first inning. Runners at first and third with only one out. There goes the runner from first. The pitch is high. Go down to second. He is in there with a stolen base. Now, teams often bring in runners for their catchers and pitchers so they can get them off the base paths. This pitch is foul back. And the count now is 1-1 on Moore. This is Cade Moore batting. Cade, starting pitcher tonight for the Bulldogs, right-handed hitter. Stands up fairly close to the plate. 1-1 count on him. Here's the 1-1 way outside. Nice stop there by the catcher to prevent that one from going back to the backstop. Thomas Powell to my right. Thomas handling the video. That pitch is high and inside. And the count now is 3-1. Here's the stretch by Ramirez. The 3-1 high. And the bases are juiced. They are loaded up. They are loaded up for River Leach, the third baseman. River, a freshman. And we've got a runner now coming in for K. Moore. This is Alex Wilk. Wilk, one of our starting pitchers. And he's going to come in here to run for Moore. Again, that's something, you know, that a lot of teams do. They to give their pitchers and catchers a chance to sort of catch their breath in the dugout before they have to go back out defensively. They bring in runners for them. Carthage not electing to run for Soap, who is a good base runner. He's at second base. So we've got Preston at third, Soap at second. Here's a pitch, and this one's fouled back into the screen. No, that hit him. I thought it was fouled back. That hit him, and that's going to be an RBI for River Leach. Coming in to score the second run of the inning for the Bulldogs is Cale Preston. Soap moves up to third. Let's see. The runner for Moore goes to second, and Leach is on first, hit by a pitch, and that is an RBI. The first pitch now to Blayton Legrone. So Legrone up there now with 2 runs in. Bases still loaded, and only one out. Ball 1 to Legrone. This pitch is hit to the second baseman, right by him. That's going to be another error right there. 1-1 is in. Here comes another runner in to score, and it's now 4-0 Carthage, and now the runner at second moves up to third. So I think you've got to call that an error there. The second baseman should have had that. And so Legrone reaches base on the error by the second baseman. I'm going to give him an RBI because you can't assume that they would have gotten the double play. 2 runs come in to score. Carthage now up 4-0. Leach moves over to third, and Legrone is at second. And Caden Ritter the batter now. So the Bulldogs, with 4 runs here in the first inning, have Ritter up there with a chance to drive in 2 more. Runners at second and third with just 1 out. Here's a pitch to him, and that's a strike. And let's see, the scoreboard now shows 1-1 the count. So I missed that first pitch. Here's the 1-1. This one is hit out into right center field. Right fielder going over to his right. He's underneath, makes a one-handed grab. Here's a tag at third, and the run will come in to score. Standing up, throw to third, gets by the third baseman, and another runner's going to try to score. Third baseman can't pick it up, and he does come in to score. All right, so Ritter flies out to right, and that's the second out of the inning. He will get an RBI as Leach tags up and scores. And then on the throw to third, there was an error there, allowing Legrone to come in and score. Here's a fly ball now out into left center field, and that one's going to drop in for a hit for Cade Ross. So the Bulldogs now up 6-0 here in the first inning over the Cumberland Academy Knights. Cade Ross the batter. No, let's see. We're back to the top of the order. Pardon me. This is Maddox Martinez. Martinez up for the second time in the inning. And obviously, any time that a player comes up to bat twice in 1 inning, you know it's been a good inning. Here's the pitch. This one is grounded to the second baseman. He runs over, tags the bag to get the force out there on Ross. So Ross is out 4 unassisted for the third out of the inning. Martinez, you give him a fielder's choice. So a 6-run inning for the Bulldogs. We'll total it up for you when we come back after this 90-second break. Okay, Josh, 90 seconds. Okay, Josh, 90-second break.
Where lumber is right in your neighborhood, ready to help, because do-it-yourself doesn't mean do it alone. Locally managed and operated, they know your name. Walk in and they treat you like family. There to celebrate life's biggest moments right alongside you. From your first home to your first grandbaby, they're all about relationships and community, not transactions. That's what makes them locally strong. Stop in at Kane Hardware and Lumber today, 224 South Shelby. Why would you shop anywhere else?
Carthage Independent School District is where champions are educated. As we face another year of uncertainty, Carthage will remain committed to being champions for every child, every day. We will continue being champions in the classroom with the help of our incredible team of teachers. We will continue being champions in extracurriculars, fine arts, and athletic events with the support of our fans along the way. And we will continue being champions for our community. Thank you for your continued support.
All right, we go now to the bottom half of the first inning here at Cumberland Academy High School on the south side of Tyler, Texas. We're on Paluxy, south of Grande. I'm going to guess maybe a mile to a mile and a half north of the loop, north of the toll road. And again on Paluxy. Carthage with a 6th spot here in the top half of the first inning, and Cade Moore now goes to work facing Evan Fountain, and the pitch to him is in there for a strike. Moore got the win in the Bulldogs' victory over Kilgore a week ago. at Carthage. That one's high and outside, ball 1-1 the count now. This ball is a ground ball left side. Watson has it over to first in time. So Fountain grounds out 6-3 to open up the bottom half of the first inning. In the game last week against Kilgore, Cade Moore threw 30 pitches in the first inning, 30. And if you hope to go the distance, the limit, if you're going to pitch the distance, the limit is 110 pitches. So when you throw 30 in the first inning, this one is hit out into right center field. Right fielder over to his right, and he one-hands it. For out number 2. The entire infield now is in the shade. The tough spots, well, I say the entire infield. The second baseman is shading his eyes. This pitch is fouled off. I think that got the ump. It did. It got him on the left, around the left wrist. Yeah, oh my. I broke my left wrist just over a year ago. I'm not saying his is that he broke his wrist right there, but man, that hurts. That hurts. Rick Soap going out to give him a chance to sort of catch his breath and hopefully walk it off. Here's the 0-1. This one fouled back into the screen. It's now 0-2 on Julian Ramirez. Ramirez, the starting pitcher tonight for Cumberland Academy. Carthage 1-0 in district play. They defeated Kilgore at home 4-3 last week. Cumberland Academy was shut out 11-0 by Henderson. Here's the 0-2. Outside. 1-2 the count. In that game against Kilgore, I mentioned that Cade Moore threw 30 pitches in the first inning. So to go the distance, you've got to average just under 14 the rest of the way. And this one is popped up, and it's foul, going back up and over our heads. And yes, if you're wondering, Thomas and I are in a spot where we could be hit by a pop-up foul. There's a one-hopper back to Moore. He jogs halfway to first, underhand toss to Ross. 3 up and 3 down. Boy, that's about as easy as you can get right there. Let me see how many pitches he threw. 2, 5, 6, 7. I have him with 8 pitches in the first inning. And the Knights go down in order. 1, 2, 3. We go to the top of 2. Carthage 6 and Cumberland Academy nothing. Back after this. 90-second break. 90 seconds, Josh.
If you live in Texas, and especially if you live in the country, everyone knows you need a truck. And XL Ford has your truck for whatever needs you have. From the F-150 to the F-350, your perfect truck is at XL Ford. You can even customize it online at xlford.net. And if they don't have it on the lot, they'll get it for you fast. As always, right on the loop and right on the price.
Choosing the right healthcare provider can be a difficult task. Hope Community Medicine is here for you. Whether you need medical, OBGYN, or behavioral health services, it is our mission to provide access to high-quality healthcare regardless of your ability to pay. With 5 convenient locations in Carthage, Tenaha, Center, and St. Augustine to better serve your family. Hope Community Medicine, 903-690-8395.
Since 1980, Juicy's Hamburgers has been serving up the freshest, juiciest burgers in East Texas. At Juicy's, every bite is legendary. From our hand-ground beef to our crispy fries, golden onion rings, savory beans, and mouth-watering chicken fried steaks. Everything
everything is made fresh to order. It's no wonder Juicy's has been voted best burger in East Texas for 40 years running. Juicy's Hamburgers, where tradition meets taste.
All right, we go now to the top half of the second inning. Carthage leading here over Cumberland Academy by a score of 6-0. And leading off for the Bulldogs, his first time out. Here's a pitch to him, and that hit him. Watson, the second player to be hit by a pitch tonight for the Bulldogs. And so the Bulldogs get their leadoff hitter in the second inning on here, and that'll bring up Cale Preston. Preston two hits in the inning. 2 hits. I'll count up the errors. There were several. There's the runner going from first, throw down to second, and it goes into center field. And going to third base will be Watson. So Watson at third, and he steals second. And then there will be an error allowing him to go to third. How many errors did they have in the first inning? I never totaled that up. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Pitch, and here comes a run in to score as the pitch was outside. So scoring on a wild pitch is going to be Watson. And it's now 7-0. 7-0 Carthage. 6 in the first, 1 in the second. There's a strike to Cale Preston. One and 2 to Cale. Nobody out. Cale, left-handed hitter. Straight away stance up at the plate. Here's a pitch to him way outside, all the way back to the backstop on the fly. Remember, he has hit 2 batters already. And just really 1 full inning of pitching. 2 and 2 on Cale. This one lined into right field for a base hit. So Preston now on with a single. Again, the Bulldogs scoring those 6 runs in the first inning. On just 2 hits. Okay, we've got time here as the coach comes out to visit with his pitcher. And so I'll tell you what, let's take a 30-second break, Josh. 30 seconds, we'll be back.
Better solutions, better building. Come.
Let's add on another 60-second break. 60 seconds, and we'll return.
Farmers State Bank, a name that you know and can depend on. We're your neighbors and community partners. We're committed to meeting your financial needs by providing banking solutions for your mortgage, commercial, or personal loans. With 118 years of service to our community, we're part of your local rodeos, 4-H, and festivals. We want you to know that we're here for you. Visit us at fsbctx.bank or come see us today. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical.
Is Spider-Man there?
Well, I don't know where you can find Spider-Man.
Don't you always have something for everyone?
Well, we can help everyone with heating, cooling, and electrical repair needs. We install new systems and whole home generators, too. We don't know where any superheroes are, but we always have super prices.
Super prices? I never heard of that superhero.
Since 1974, we've got something for everyone. Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical. Call 903-693-7451.
All right, so we have a new pitcher coming on for the Cumberland Academy Knights. And let's see who this is going to be. It's going to be number 1, Alex Mayo. Mayo started at shortstop. And again, we are in the top of the second. Carthage was 6 runs in the first inning. And they have added a run here in the second. So they lead it 7-0. Leading it 7-0. Top of the second. Runner on first. That is Cal Preston. And Brooks Soap, who was hit by a pitch. No, excuse me. He reached on an error in the first inning. He reached on an error and eventually scored. He is the batter. Carthage will be at home Friday night against Cumberland Academy. So we've reached the point in the schedule where every game now for the next several weeks will be a district contest. And we will play each team twice in a week on a Tuesday, Friday. This pitch is popped up into short right field. Right fielder coming in, first baseman going out, and the first baseman makes the catch in foul ground. So Soap is out on that pop-up. That's the first out of the inning, and Caden Moore is the batter now. Now you may be wondering, well, will we be playing at home every Friday night? No. Some of the weeks we'll play at home on Friday and go on the road on Tuesday, and some of the weeks we'll be at home on Tuesday and go on the road on Friday. It just so happens this week, got a road game on Tuesday, home game on Friday. And he's hit by pitch. Moore is hit by pitch. So that would be the third Bulldog hit by pitch. We scored 6 runs in the first inning on 2 hits. There were 3 errors. That is the 4th batter hit by pitch. We had 2 hit by pitch in the first inning, and then 2 here in this inning. And this pitch is fouled off at the plate. Now let's see who that is running at first base. Okay, that at first base, that is Alex Welk. So Welk again in the run for Cade Moore. So we have Soap at second. Excuse me, Preston at second. Preston's at second. Preston at second and Moore at first. 1 out here in the second inning. Carthage leading 7-0. And the batter, that pitch is high. The batter is River Leach. One ball, 1 strike on Leach. This pitch is fouled back into the screen. So now it goes to 1-2. Again, 6 runs for the Bulldogs in the first. 1 here in the second inning. We've been helped out by 3 errors. That pitch is strike 3 call. So Leach is called out on a 3rd strike for the second out of the inning. And now Blayton Legrone up. He reached on an error his first time. Here's a pitch to him. In there for a strike, a breaking ball. Alex Mayo looks back at second from the stretch, comes to the plate. That gets past the catcher, back to the screen. Both runners move up. So they move up on a wild pitch. To second and third. And this is a little pop up on the infield. The first baseman to his right makes the catch for out number 3. So LeGrone pops out to first. And for the Bulldogs here in the top of the second, 1 run comes in to score. And the Bulldogs now lead it as we go to the bottom of 2. It's Carthage 7 and Cumberland Academy nothing. Back with the bottom of the second inning after this 60-second break. 60 seconds. Josh.
When making important decisions, it's reassuring to count on people you know. First State Bank and Trust Company is that group of people offering home loans or everyday depository needs. First State Bank and Trust is recognized as being among the most reliable, strongest banks as determined by our nation's leading bank rating firm, Bauer Financial Incorporated. It's a 5-star rated bank of people you know, always innovating for your changing financial needs. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, First State Bank and Trust. Country at its best, the Carthage town motto, and access to health care rivaling that of bigger cities is a big reason life is so good here, with UT Health at the heart of the community. Find round-the-clock emergency treatment in a Level 4 trauma center, advanced radiology and imaging technology, specialists for cardiology, family medicine, internal medicine, and pediatrics. Your medical need is met with personalized attention found only in a close-knit community. Health care at its best right here, UT Health Carthage.
Bottom of the second here in Tyler. Again, we're in South Tyler on Biloxi, on the campus of Cumberland Academy High School. First pitch to their cleanup hitter is in there for a strike. This is Gage Richardson. I had Cade Moore throwing only 8 pitches in the first inning. Boy, what a difference that is from a week ago when he threw 30 pitches. Now, I may have missed one, but it's a far cry from 30 pitches last Tuesday night against Kilgore at Carthage. Here's the 0-1, swung on and foul back into the screen. It's now 0-2. But boy, what a game he pitched after that first inning, especially. Now, he gave up another run in the second inning, so Carthage trailed in that ball game 3-0. But in the last 5 innings, only 1 batter reached base against him. Here's the 0-2, breaking ball outside. He faced 16 batters in the last 5 innings and retired 15 of them, 9 on strikeouts. Here's the 1-2 pitch, swung on and fouled up and popped up. Foul ball, first baseman over and makes the catch. Nice play over there by Cade Ross. Ross right next to the fence reached up and made the play. Nice play by Cade. So 1 out now, and the batter now is Carson Walker, the first baseman. And the one batter that reached, it was almost an out, a line drive that sent to center that Caden Ritter couldn't quite get to. That's in there for a strike. Here's the 0-1. Strike 2 call. Now, Moore's not working as fast as he did a couple of weeks ago against Liberty. Here's the windup, the 0-2. Swing on and missed. Got him. Got him on a breaking ball there. So if you heard my interview with John Goodwin, we taped it today. I don't know if it's available for you to watch yet or not. That pitch is outside, ball 1. You know if it's available, Thomas? You don't know? Okay. I don't either. Here's a swing and a miss. But I asked John, I said, what was the difference between Cade throwing 30 pitches in the first inning and then averaging less than 14 for the rest of the ballgame? This one has popped up out of the short left field. Preston coming on and makes the catch for out number 3. So Byron Gibson, the second baseman, flies out to left. And we've now played 2 complete. And the score, Carthage 7, Cumberland Academy nothing. Top of 3 coming up after this 60-second break. 60 seconds and we'll return.
If April showers bring May flowers, then February's deals create March steals. Don't fall for all the low-ball leader ad, too good to be true ads that you may see. Shop us now, shop us later. But if you're not shopping at Pippin Motor Company, you just aren't experiencing how great buying a car can really be. Founded in 1951 to serve Panola and surrounding counties, Pippin Motor Companies believe the experience should be second to no one. Come experience a better way to buy a vehicle today, Pippin Motor Company.
Do you understand your current insurance coverage? Are you covered for all the things you need, or worse, things you no longer need? At Hudson Financial Group, we will assist you in maximizing and understanding your coverages. With access to multiple carriers, we can help you find the best coverage for the best price. Home, auto, farm, ranch, commercial, life insurance, and financial planning. Hudson Financial Group is your one-stop shop. Call us today, 903-693-7874. Hudson Financial Group, where insurance equals assurance.
Top of 3 here in Tyler. Again, we're in South Tyler on Biloxi. If you know anything about Tyler, let's say you don't, Broadway is the main north-south street here in Tyler, and Biloxi runs parallel to Broadway. It is east of Broadway. And if you know where Grande is, we're south of Grande about a mile and a half, and on the east side of Biloxi. Here's the pitch, and it's outside to Caden Ritter. Ritter had an RBI in the first inning when he flied out to center. Here's the windup, the 1-0, and this one's popped up, popped back into the screen, foul ball. That was a check swing there. He did not intend to do that. You could tell he thought it was high, knew it was going to be high, but it accidentally ticked the bat, so it's a 1-1 count now on Caden. Caden with the homer this year against Liberty at Carthage. This pitch is a breaking ball, fouled off to the right, out of play. So he has the distinction of being the only varsity player for Carthage to hit a ball out of Bulldog Park. Ralston Reed hit one out last year as a JV player. Here's the windup, the 1-2 to Ritter. This one, ground high hopper to the third baseman. He's got it. Throw to first in time. So Ritter is out 5-3. And I think I've called all the games, varsity games at Bulldog Park that we have played since starting play there. We played 3 games there at the end of 2023. And then all of the games last year were at Bulldog Park. And so I don't remember a visitor hitting one out. There's a strike to Cade Ross. That one looked low. We're at ground level tonight. And that one bounces right straight back to the screen. That was way outside. Ross is a right-handed batter, and that pitch was outside the left-handed hitter's batter's box. That's how far off the plate that one was. Here's the 1-1, and he went after a high fastball there. I think that was ball 2 instead of strike 2. 1-2 the count now on Ross. One out here in the top of the third. Carthage up 7-0. Here's the 1-2 high. That was inside. So 2-2 the count now on Cade. We'll be at home against this same team, Cumberland Academy, on Friday night. Here's the windup, the 2-2. That hit him. So Ross is hit by a pitch. Okay, and I want to make sure I get these totals right. 1, 2. That's the 5th batter for Carthage hit by a pitch. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, and 1 here in the third. So now, with Ross on first, and let's see. Yes, he's on first. Martinez the batter. Throw to first. Ross back in there. John Goodwin, the head coach for the Bulldogs, he coaches at third. Giancarlo Palacios, his assistant, is at first. That pitch is outside, throw down to second on the steal attempt, and he is in there with a stolen base. So Ross steals second. So we have a runner in scoring position now with one out. 1-0 count now on Martinez, the batter. And the pitch is outside. He squared around like he was going to bunt, took it. And I think the count is 2-0. Although I'm not for sure. 2-0 is what the scoreboard says. We scored 6 in the first, 1 in the second, and that pitch hits him. Martinez is hit by a pitch. So that is the 6th Carthage batter hit by a pitch. Not an easy way to get on, but you're on base. Okay, so runners at first and second now with the 1 out. Pitch is high and outside to Sam Watson. So 1 out here in the top of the third. 1-0 count now to Watson. Here's the 1-0. Low gets away from the catcher, and both runners will move up to second and third. So that one bounced away from the catcher, and I tell you what, we'll call that a pass ball. So now we've got a chance to pick up 2 runs with a base hit, 1 run with a fly ball to the outfield, and the count is 2-0 to Watson. Again, Sam, the leading batter. That was outside all the way back to the screen, but the catcher gets back to it quickly. And the runner has to stay at third. Nice hustle there by the Cumberland Academy catcher. 3-0 now on Watson. I believe that's the right count. Let's see. It is 3-0. So Watson probably taking here. Here's a 3-0. This one, ground ball to the second baseman. Run's going to score. He throws to first in time. So it's an RBI ground out for Watson. So he grounds out 4-3 for the second out of the inning and picks up an RBI as Ross comes in to score. So the Bulldogs keep their streak going of having scored in every inning. It's now 8-0 Carthage. And moving over to third is Martinez. Preston the batter now. And this ball is hit down the left field line, and it's a foul ball out of play. This is a turf field. This is Carthage and Cumberland Academy are the only schools in the district that have a completely turf field. Here's the 0-1. That one's inside. 1-1 the count. One and one the count, 2 away. Mayo into the windup, the pitch, and that hit him. Preston is hit by a pitch. Okay, so this is the third hitter hit by pitch in this inning. Third Bulldog hitter hit by pitch, and the 7th in the ball game. So now, and again, one run in here in the third inning. The 7th Carthage batter hit by pitch. Now, if you're thinking, well, I wonder if that's a point of emphasis with Coach Goodwin. I think it probably is, you know. We don't have a team that has a lot of power. And so, you know, we're going to have to sort of manufacture some runs. Okay, so now we got first and third. Obviously, there goes the runner from first. Throw down to second, and it almost hit the pitcher because it was a terrible throw. It almost hit the pitcher because it hit the mound. The throw hit the mound and bounced down to second. So Preston steals second. So now runners at second and third. This pitch inside. And the count now is 2-0 on Soap. Soap has reached on an error, then popped out to first. Runners at second and third with 2 down here in the third inning. A run in. It was 8-0. This pitch is hit out into short center field. Center fielder coming on. He's there, and one hands it for out number 3. So Soap flies out to short center field, and the Bulldogs put another run on the board here, and they now lead it 8-0 going to the bottom half of the third inning. All right, we're going to take let's take a 90-second break this time. 90 seconds, Josh. Thank you.
If April showers bring May flowers, then February's deals create March steals. Don't fall for all the low-ball leader ad, too good to be true ads that you may see. Shop us now, shop us later. But if you're not shopping with Pippin Motor Company, you just aren't experiencing how great buying a car can really be. Founded in 1951 to serve Panola and surrounding counties, Pippin Motor Companies believe the experience should be second to no one. Come experience a better way to buy a vehicle today, Pippin Motor Company.
Hello from the Hobby Horse. With spring fast approaching, we are excited to show our new outfits for spring and Easter. We have sizes 2T up to size 10, and we also have precious new baby clothes. In addition, there's new home decor for Easter, spring, and for the bride. Springtime is also wedding time, so don't forget about our bridal registry. We have our bridal selections available for you to peruse and excellent service to help you with your selections. Visit the Hobby Horse today, right off the square in downtown Carthage.
When you need a set of tires, call Leo Graves at Graves Tires in Carthage. Their number, 903-693-4841. At Graves, you always save. They are located at 809 East Sabine in Carthage, which is right next door to the Dairy Queen. Now, whether you need a set of brand new name brand tires or you need a set of good quality used tires, you can find them at Graves, aligned and balanced and ready to go. And you will still have change in your pocket. That's at Graves Tire in Carthage.
All right, we go to the bottom of the third here at Cumberland Academy. Again, we are coming to you live from South Tyler on Paluxy Street. Campus, the home of the Cumberland Academy Knights, Knights. This one is a butt down the third baseline, and it bounces foul. This is the 7-hole hitter, Timo Simmons. Timo Simmons, the left fielder. Right-handed hitter trying to bunt his way on. Defensively for Carthage, Brooks Soap is behind the plate. Cade Moore on the mound. Hunter Leach at third. He squares around the bunt. And that one's outside for ball one. 1-1 the count now. Sam Watson, the shortstop. Maddox Martinez at second. Cade Ross is at first. Here's the 1-1. Strike two call. Fastball over the outside corner. Caden Ritter in center, and the right fielder tonight is Leighton LeGrone. Here's the wind up to 1-2. Swing and a miss. He got him. So Simmons is out on strikes. And if you've just joined us, Carthage with 8 runs in this ball game on 3 hits. 8 runs on 3 hits. Now we have been helped out by the Cumberland Academy pitchers. They have hit 7 batters. They've hit 7 Bulldogs in the first 3 innings. That pitch is strike one. Here's the windup, the 0-1. Strike two call. There was no JV game tonight. The JV had to cancel that ball game. I don't know if they've cut. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and miss. He got him. I'm not for sure. I know the game tonight was canceled. I'm not for sure if they canceled the rest of the season or not. They only had 8 players available for the JV team, so they had to cancel it. This is a swing and a miss by Braden Christian. Christian, the 9-hole hitter. Cade Moore with the 0-1. High. 1-1 the count. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So it's 0-2 now on Christian, the DH. The windup of Moore, the 0-2. Strike. 3 call. No. Oh, that's ball 1. Oh, my gosh. That looked good from here. Oh, my. 2-2 the count. Boy, where was that one? Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. So Moore sits them down 1, 2, 3, all of them on strikeouts. And we go to the top of 4, Carthage 8, and Cumberland Academy nothing. We'll be back after this 90-second break.
This is Dorothy with Carthage Flower Shop on the Square, where we are more than just flowers. In shop, we keep a variety of live pot plants, silk arrangements, snack baskets, candles, keepsakes, and a great bath and body line called Magnolia Soap. We now offer balloon arch installations, so give us a call for your next event. We can even get flowers to your loved one out of town. Thank you for all your continued support, Darcy, Jeanette, Levi, and the girls at Carthage Flower Shop.
Pintail Safety has been and is still a leader in the safety OQ industry that specializes in pipeline compliance for contractors, operators, individuals working in the oil and gas industries nationwide. Pintail welcomes the toughest challenges that our clients present, and we pride ourselves in always exceeding their expectations. Anywhere we're needed makes Pintail a desirable choice. Online at pintailsafety.com or call us at 888-750-8800. Pintail Safety.
You know where to go when you need a set of tires. That's Carthage Service Center. But did you know where to go if your car
is low. 2-0 the count on Cade. He has walked and been hit by a pitch. 2 Bulldogs hit by a pitch in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third. 7 Bulldogs have been hit by pitches tonight. That one's inside, ball 3. In other words, if you're a Carthage batter, you want to be loose up there at the plate. There's the windup to 3-0. High outside, ball 4, and so Moore is on for the 3rd time in the ball game. He's walked, been hit by a pitch, and walked. And that'll bring in Alex Welk to run for him again. Welk in to run for Cade Moore. River Leach hit by a pitch in the first inning, and that was an RBI because the bases were loaded when he was hit by a pitch. And then he struck out looking in the second. There's a pitch is high and inside. Carthage will be facing Cumberland Academy Friday night at Bulldog Park. And I'm guessing that there will be no JV game that night either because there was not tonight. That pitch is in there for a strike. That looked a little bit high, but it was questionable. Throw to first. Welk back in there. Alex Welk could be the starter on Friday night. I don't want to say that he will be. Could be him. There he goes. This pitch is swung on and missed. And he slides in with a stolen base. So the count now is 1-2 on River Leach. I would think the starter on Friday night, just guessing, would be either Welk or Cade Ross. Here's the 1-2 pitch. This one fouled out of play on the left side. I tell you what, boy, when you go on the road, you see how fortunate, how blessed we are in Carthage to have the athletic facilities that we do. 1-2 the count now on River. High. Nice stop by the catcher to prevent that from going back to the screen. 2-2 the count. You know, our gym it's 45 years old. I think the high school was built in 1980. And yet, you know, it's got more chairback seats by far than any other school in our district. Here's a 2-2. Swung on and missed. So River is out on strikes for the second time in the ball game. One away now. And that'll bring up Blayton Legrone. Legrone reached on an error his first time and then came around to score on another error. No, he reached on an error, then went to third on an error. And he popped out to first in the second inning. Runner on second now with one away. The runner on second is Alex Welk in running for Cade Moore. The batter now is Blayton Legrone. 1-0 on Blayton. Next one outside, 2-0. Blayton, the right fielder. Carthage leading it 8-0 in the top of the fourth. If you're wondering about a run rule, I'm pretty sure it's 10 after 5. Outside, 2-0. 3-0 make that. 3-0 the batter. 3-0 to the batter. So Mayo, the right-hander, looks back at second. And he is hit by a pitch. Well, that keeps up our streak there, too. We've had at least two Bulldogs hit by a pitch in every inning. 2 in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, now 1 here in the fourth. 2, 2, 3, 1, 4. That's 8 batters hit by a pitch tonight. 8 free passes, and that doesn't include the walks that we have received. We've received a few of those, too. Runners at first and second with 1 away for Caden Ritter. Ritter gets down the butt. A good butt. Pitcher's not going to be able to make a play. As he slipped down to the turf, he thought about going to third, then was going to whirl and go to first. And when he whirled around, he slipped on the turf and fell down. And that's going to be a bunt single for Caden Ritter. So Ritter gets a single out of that. And now the bases are juiced. They are juiced for Cade Ross, who singled in the first inning and then was hit by a pitch in the third. That pitch is in there for a strike. So a hit here could go a long way toward ending this game early on the run rule. That pitch is outside. Nice stop by the catcher. 1-1 the count. Again, the bases are juiced here. They're loaded up in the fourth with 1 out. 1-1 count on Ross. The pitch outside all the way back to the screen. Runner's going to try to score, and he will standing up. So Alex Welk in at third, running for Cade Moore, comes in to score. And Legrone moves to third, and Ritter to second. And the count now is 2-1 on Cade Ross. So it's now 9-0 Bulldogs. And again, I'm pretty sure the run rule is 10 after 5. Here's the pitch. That hit him. Ross is hit by a pitch. Wow. Okay, so 2 hit by pitch in the first inning, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, and now 2 here in the fourth. So 2, 4, 7, 9 batters for Carthage have been hit by pitches. Hit by pitch. Okay, now back to the top of the order, and Martinez. Martinez takes one high. So we've got a run in here in the fourth.
You're listening to KGIS 104.3 FM. We interrupt this program to let you know that the Carthage Fire Department is currently responding to a report of what is believed to a house or something smoking or on fire out on 162 North Adams. Please make way for emergency vehicles. God bless. Stay safe. Now back to the scheduled program.
All right. 2-1 the count now. Bases loaded, 1 out. Here's a 2-1 to Martinez. Outside, ball 3. So now 3-1. It should be 3-1, I believe. Scoreboard says 2-1. I think it's 3-1. To Martinez. Bases are loaded. A walk drives in a run. Outside, ball 4. And another run comes in. So LeGrone scores. Ritter to third, Ross to second, and Martinez to first with a bases loaded walk. And as you well know, that would mean an RBI. And it's now 10-0 Carthage here in the top of the fourth. So Carthage with 6 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 2 in the fourth. It's 10-0 Carthage, and yes, the run rule is now in play, but remember, it's after 5. So we've got to complete the 4th inning and then complete the 5th. Okay, the coach out to visit with his pitcher and catcher, and we will not have a pitching change. 7:56 is the time. Again, 9 batters for Carthage have been hit by a pitch tonight. Now we've had 2 walk in this inning. That pitch is high. 1 in the first. So I think that's 3 walks so far. And 9 hit by pitch. 1-0 to Watson. Here's the 1-0. This one hit into left field, base hit. Runners in. Here's another runner rounding third. He's going to come in to score. And so it's a 2 RBI single for Sam Watson. So Ritter scores. Ross scores. Martinez stops at second, and Ritter is on at first with a 2 RBI single. And so that, let's see, that is the second hit of the inning. Carthage now with 12 runs on 5 hits. This pitch is hit into left field. That's going to get down for a hit. And they're going to try to score the runner. And here comes the throw, no throw, and he scores. So Cal Preston drives in a run with an RBI single. And the runner that scored was Martinez, and stopping at second is Watson, and now we will have a pitching change. Okay, so Josh, a pitching change is coming up. Let's take a 90-second break. Make it 60 seconds, Josh. Thank you.
Hit the road with confidence with East Texas Professional Credit Union. We offer auto loans with rates starting as low as 5.25% APR or 5.75% APR. Terms may vary. East Texas Professional Credit Union is member-owned and operated and serves 15 East Texas counties. Visit pppcu.org for information. East Texas Professional Credit Union, federally insured by NCUA and is an equal housing lender. Certain restrictions and fees may apply.
Starting a new project? Kane Hardware and Lumber is right in your neighborhood, ready to help, because do-it-yourself doesn't mean do it alone. Locally managed and operated, they know your name. Walk in and they treat you like family. There to celebrate life's biggest moments right alongside you. From your first home to your first grandbaby, they're all about relationships and community, not transactions. That's what makes them locally strong. Stop in at Kane Hardware and Lumber today, 224 South Shelby. Why would you shop anywhere else?
Larry Allen and Thomas Powell coming to you live from Tyler, Texas. We are on the campus of Cumberland Academy High School. Incidentally, Cumberland Academy is the school with the lowest enrollment in our district. Now, remember, these enrollment numbers were determined in, I believe, October of 23 for the 24-26 time period. Cumberland Academy at that time, enrollment of 551, Spring Hill 610. I'm going in the order of enrollment. Number 3, the third smallest is Carthage 788, Gilmer at 848, Henderson 983, Chapel Hill 1048, Kilgore 1168, and Pine Tree just dropping down from 5A. No surprise here. They've got the highest enrollment in our district, 1256. So think about that. Cumberland Academy less than half the enrollment of Pine Tree. There's a catcher, goes back to the screen. Both runners move up. So now we have runners at second and third. At second and third with just one out. This pitch is hit into left field. Left fielder going out. This is going to be over his head. Over his head, back to the fence. One run is in. Here comes another runner in. And going into second base with a stand-up 2 RBI double is Brooks. For Cumberland Academy. So this is their third pitcher. That pitch is inside, ball 1. And this pitcher is Carson Walker. So now it's 15-0 Carthage. Top of 4, 1 away. This one is hit out into center field. Center fielder going back. He's there, makes a one-handed grab. Boy, that one fooled me. I thought that was going to be shallower than it was, as the center fielder had to go back to grab that one from Cade Moore. So Moore flies out to center for out number 2 in the inning. Carthage was 6 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, and 7 here in the fourth. And if you add that up, 6 plus 1 plus 1 plus 7, that is 15-0 Carthage right now. Okay, we've got to have a batter here coming up now for River Leach. This is going to be number 4. This is Cason. No, excuse me, number 14, pardon me. This is Andrew Gwynn. Okay, so Andrew Gwynn, number 14, coming up to hit for River Leach. Andrew is a junior. Right-handed hitter, chokes up on the bat about half an inch. And takes one outside, ball 1. Again, the pitcher this inning. This is the third pitcher of this inning for Cumberland Academy. This is Carson Walker. Cumberland Academy 0-1 in district play. Henderson shut them out a week ago, 11-0. Here's the 1-1 to Andrew. That hit him. Andrew Gwynn hit by a pitch. So now the runners will be on first and second. And we're going to have another batter coming up here for the Bulldogs. Hitting for Blayton Legrone is going to be Cason Burchett. So in this inning, let's see how many we've had hit by a pitch. We've now had 3. So 2 Bulldogs were hit by a pitch in the first, 2 in the second, 3 in the third, 3 in the fourth. 10 batters hit by a pitch by Cumberland Academy pitchers. First and second with 2 outs. This is a line drive off the glove of the second baseman, and everybody's safe. And I tell you what, I'm going to give Cason Burchett, I'm going to give him a single there. Now, some people would call that an error because he probably should have caught it, but he was going to his right. I'm going to give him a hit. And I tell you what, I want to tell you something about that young man right there, Cason Burchett. I went to practice yesterday, and believe it or not, my wife went with me. First time in 36 years that has, in 30 years that has happened. Here's the pitch, and it's foul back over the screen. Boy, that was a perfect. That was right toward us. If it had just gone over the screen, that would have been right on top of our table here. 0-1 the count now on the batter. Here's the 0-1 pitch. This one line into right center field. Center fielder over and makes the catch for out number 3. So that was Ritter lining it to center for the third out. Okay, 7 runs come in to score. And so now Carthage is up 15-0 as we go to the bottom of the 4th. And we're going to have a new pitcher coming in for Carthage. So Cade Moore is going to be relieved here. He goes the first 3 innings and sets them down 9 up and 9 down. And let's see who this pitcher is going to be. This is going to be Judson Tabor. Okay, I tell you what, Josh, let's take a 60-second break. 60 seconds, and we'll be back.
Carthage Independent School District, where champions are educated. As we face another year of uncertainty, Carthage will remain committed to being champions for every child, every day. We will continue being champions in the classroom with the help of our incredible team of teachers. We will continue being champions in extracurriculars, fine arts, and athletic events with the support of our fans along the way. And we will continue being champions for our community. Thank you for your continued support.
If you live in Texas, and especially if you live in the country, everyone knows you need a truck. And XL Ford has your truck for whatever needs you have. From the F-150 to the F-350, your perfect truck is at XL Ford. You can even customize it online at xlford.net. And if they don't have it on the lot, they'll get it for you fast. As always, right on the loop and right on the price.
Okay, a new pitcher coming in for the Bulldogs as we go to the bottom half of the 4th inning. Carthage leading at 15-0. And let's see, we've got some defensive changes. Soap is still behind the plate. Ross is at first. Watson is at short. I believe Martinez is still the second baseman. Andrew Gwynn's going to be at third. Kel Preston is in left. I mentioned earlier when you go on the road, you see how fortunate, how blessed we are to have the athletic facilities that we have at Carthage. And that is certainly true here. One thing that here's a strike. This is the leadoff hitter. Cade Moore went the first 3 innings and retired all 9 batters. This one is lined into center field. Center fielder coming on, and he cannot get it, and it gets past him. And this is going to be a double at least, maybe a triple. It's going to be a triple for the batter. It got past Ritter as he came in, and that one, I think, took a hop on him that he did not expect. And so it is a leadoff triple for Evan Fountain, their first base runner of the ball game. So what I was about to say, okay, concerning, something that you don't think of on baseball fields, that pitch inside, that hit him. Okay, so Mayo is hit by a pitch. So a triple, and now I realize on that ball hit the center field, you could call that a single and an error. In fact, I tell you what, that's what I'm gonna change it to, a single and a 2-base error on the center fielder for Carthage. This is a pitch hit into right field for a base hit. That's going to bring in a run. The runner from first is going to try for third, throw to third, and throw to second, and he is safe there. Let's see if he's out at third base. He is out at third. Okay, so that was a single for Ramirez. That drove in the run from third. The runner from first is thrown out trying to go to third base for the first out of the inning. And Ramirez, on that throw to third, he takes second. So a run in for Cumberland Academy. It's now 15-1 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning. There's a strike to Gage Richardson, the cleanup hitter. And that pitch is outside. 1-1 the count. Tabor looks back at second to the plate. Strike 2 call. Remember, Carthage will be at home on Tuesday night to face on Friday night to face Cumberland Academy. So for the next, about the next 6 weeks, we will be playing one of the district teams twice in a week. So it's Cumberland Academy this week twice, and I forget who it is next week. This pitch is hit out into right field. The right fielder comes in, now goes back, and it's over his head for a double. And they're going to try to score a run. Throw to third, and he is going to be safe there. So a double to right field that went over the head of the right fielder, and that is out there, Cason Burchett. That scores a runner from second. And the score now is 15-2. And Richardson, the batter, is at third base with a base hit and 1 out. John Goodwin calls time, goes out to talk to his team. Now, because Cade Ross, let's see how many pitches I had him throwing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I had him throwing only 29 pitches. I think he'll be, if John Goodwin was so inclined, I think he could come back and pitch on Friday night. I'm not saying he'd do that, but He only threw 29 pitches according to my book. I may have missed one or two. Runner at third now for Cumberland Academy. 2 runs in for the Knights. That's the Knights, Knights. Here's a pitch. This one is swung on and missed, or fouled off at the plate. Carthage was 6 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 7 in the fourth. So they led 15-0 going to the bottom of the fourth, and Coach Goodwin elected to relieve Cade Moore, who had retired 9 straight batters. In the ball game. That one's outside. And let's see, out of the 9, he struck out 4, including the last 3 in the third inning. All 3 in the third inning were struck out. 2-1 the count now on Carson Walker for Cumberland Academy. Here's the pitch, just outside, 3-1 now. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Inside, ball 4, make that, ball 4. So Walker walks. And the batter now is going to be Byron Gibson, the second baseman. He flied to left his first time up. So 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. 2 runs in for Cumberland Academy. The pitch is outside. Bulldogs trying to get out of this fourth inning. The pitch, there's a strike. He went after it. Runner on first moves up to second. Technically, you can call that defensive indifference, but we'll just give him a stolen base. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Strike 2 call. So runners at second and third for Cumberland now with 1 out here in the bottom of the fourth. And this is a little bouncer to the right side. Second baseman has it over to first in time. Run comes in to score. So Gibson is out 4-3. That was a weak line drive there. When I say weak, I do mean weak. Got past the pitcher, and Martinez had to come in quickly and get it over to Ross in time for the second out. He does pick up an RBI on that because a run came in to score. Their third run of the inning, and the runner on second moves up to third. So now there's 2 outs in the inning, 3 runs in here for Cumberland Academy, and they've got a runner at third now with 2 away. This one is foul back to the screen. I think the count is 0-2 on Simmons, and that is strike 3 call right there. So Simmons is called out on strikes, and that ends the fourth inning for the Cumberland Academy Knights, but they pick up 3 runs. And let's see, they had in the inning 1, 2, they had 2 hits. There was 1 Bulldog error, and they left 1 on base. So we now go to the 5th inning. The score, Carthage 15 and Cumberland Academy 3. We'll be back after this 90-second break.
Choosing the right healthcare provider can be a difficult task. Hope Community Medicine is here for you. Whether you need medical, OBGYN, or behavioral health services, it is our mission to provide access to high-quality health care regardless of your ability to pay. With 5 convenient locations in Carthage, Tenaha, Center, and St. Augustine to better serve your family. Hope Community Medicine, 903-690-8395.
Since 1980, Juicy's Hamburgers has been serving up the freshest, juiciest burgers in East Texas. At Juicy's, every bite is legendary. From our hand-ground beef to our crispy fries, golden onion rings, savory beans, and mouth-watering chicken fried steaks. Everything is made fresh to order. It's no wonder Juicy's has been voted best burger in East Texas for 40 years running. Juicy's Hamburgers, where tradition meets taste.
Better solutions, better building comes from Louisiana.
All right, we come back now to the top of the 5th inning. Lariana along with Thomas Powell. We are coming to you live from South Tyler. The Carthage Bulldogs and the Cumberland Academy Knights from the campus of Cumberland Academy High School. The Bulldogs leading this one by a score of 15-3. Bulldogs had a 5-run cushion for the run rule after 3 innings of play. After the top of the 4th, I should say, after 3.5 innings of play. But Cumberland Academy with 3 in the bottom of the 4th. And so now we have just a 2-run cushion as the Bulldogs come up here in the top of the 5th. Okay, it'll be Cade Ross leading off. And he takes one outside for ball 1. Here's the next pitch, and this one is hit left side and into left field for a base hit. So Ross on with a single to lead off the 5th inning. Run rule is 10 after 5. All right, Martinez up now. Bulldogs, if you just joined us, scored 6 in the 1st, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd, and 7 in the 4th. 15 runs on only 7 hits. Throw down the 1st, and Ross is back in there. We have had 2, 4, 7, 10. We've had 11 batters hit by a pitch tonight. 11. That one is low and inside, 2-0. And again, this is Martinez, the batter. Here's the pitch. In there for a strike. So now it's 2-1. Ross on first. Nobody out. This one fouled off. A little bit of a cheer from the Bulldog dugout. That's because John Goodwin fielded that one on the second hop. Obviously without a glove down at third base coach's box. Here's the pitch outside. And it goes now to 3-2. 3-2 on Martinez. Martinez squares around the bunt and pops this one up right side. Second baseman coming over and drops it. That'll be an error. They throw to second and get the force out. So no error after all. Popped up on the right side on the edge of the outfield grass. And the second baseman went over and dropped it. But, you know, Ross was in a position there where he had to, you know, stay close to first. You assume that guy's going to catch that, but he didn't. So Ross is out 4-6. And Martinez reaches on the fielder's choice. Watson the batter, and Watson almost became our 12th batter to be hit by a pitch tonight, but he managed to skip over that one. That one came in low, headed right toward him, hitting the dirt, and he skipped over it. Here's the pitch, this one. Little roller, and it's going to be a foul ball down the third base line. If that had stayed fair, I should say, that would have been a hit. But it rolled foul. Carthage up 15-3. And I'll be entirely honest, in a game like this, you sure hope it ends on the run rule. You don't want to go into the 6th and 7th. Cumberland Academy will come to Carthage on Friday night. This pitch is hit into right field. Right fielder coming on, still coming on, and it's caught by the second baseman. Second baseman going out into the outfield. Both of those fielders had a long way to go to get there for that one. And now, for the first time in the ball game, the Bulldogs have scored in every inning so far. But we've got 2 outs here in the top of the 5th, and we haven't scored yet. 6 in the first, 1 in the second, 1 in the third, 7 in the fourth. 15-3. This is a pitch hit down to the third baseman. Long throw, and safe at first base. Preston beats it out for an infield single. And Martinez moves up to second. Long throw there, and Preston, I don't think there's anyone on the team that's got the speed that he has, and he beat it out. Cale plays he was a 4-sport letterman last year for Carthage. I think he was first team all-district in basketball. He was a starter in football, played some receiver. Also our snapper. Here's a 1-0 pitch. That one's outside. 2-0 the count. Bulldogs still haven't scored here in this inning. Remember, we've scored in every inning so far. 2 away, runners at first and second, and Soap is the batter. 2-0 on Brooks. Here's the 2-0. There's a strike, 2-1. Carthage leading at 15-3. Pitcher looks back at second. This pitch hit under the right center field. Right fielder coming in, and makes the one-handed catch for out number 3. And the Bulldogs do fail to score here, so this is the first inning that Carthage has not scored in this ball game. No runs in the inning, and we leave a couple of runners on base. We've now stranded 10 in the ball game, so we've scored 15 runs, and we stranded 10. That tells you we've had runners galore tonight. Carthage at 15-3 going to the bottom of the 5th. Let's see if we can end it here, Dogs, on the run rule. We'll be back after this 90-second break.
Farmers State Bank, a name that you know and can depend on. We're your neighbors and community partners. We're committed to meeting your financial needs by providing banking solutions for your mortgage, commercial, or personal loans. With 118 years of service to our community, we're part of your local rodeos, 4-H, and festivals. We want you to know that we're here for you. Visit us at fsbctx.bank or come see us today. Farmers State Bank, improving lives and fulfilling dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
How's air conditioning and electrical?
Is Spider-Man there?
Well, I don't know where you can find Spider-Man.
Don't you always have something for everyone?
Well, we can help everyone with heating, cooling, and electrical repair needs. We install new systems and whole home generators, too. We don't know where any superheroes are, but we always have super prices.
Super prices? I never heard of that, superhero.
Since 1974, we've got something for everyone. Hal's Air Conditioning and Electrical. Call 903-693-7451.
When making important decisions, it's reassuring to count on people you know. First State Bank and Trust Company is that group of people offering home loans or everyday depository needs. First State Bank and Trust is recognized as being among the most reliable, strongest banks, as determined by our nation's leading bank rating firm, Bauer Financial Incorporated. It's a 5-star rated bank of people you know, always innovating for your changing financial needs. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender, First State Bank and Trust.
The fifth inning, Carthage leading it 15-3 here. Larry Allen along with Thomas Powell. Thomas providing the video for you. So if you're listening to this on 104.3 FM, you can watch it on EastTexasToday.com for free. All right, bottom of 5. And the pitch is inside. Let's see if we can end it right here on the run rule. 10 after 5 is the run rule. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. Judson Tabor, a sophomore, right-hander. On the mound. Here's the 1-1. This one hit well to left field. Left fielder Preston going over to his right and makes the catch for out number 1. Now, I mentioned earlier, you know, when you go on the road, you see how fortunate we are, how blessed we are to have the athletic facilities we do. And one thing that you don't notice about a lot of baseball parks is the lighting. I'm telling you here, they've got some dark spots in the outfield, especially in left field. Some dark spots out there. Here's a ball swung on and fouled off at the plate. Okay, this is a new batter coming up. This is Brett Ferguson up now and he is hitting for Braden Christian, the DH. This one fouled off, and the count now is 0-2 on Ferguson. Both coaches, you know, in a game like this, they are emptying their bench pretty much, giving everybody a chance to play. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, got him. All right, now we are 1 out away from going home. 1 out away from the run rule. Carthage leading 15-3, bottom of 5, 2 outs and nobody on. And we go back to the top of the order, and Evan Fountain, who grounded to short in the first and then singled and scored a run in the 4th inning. Left-handed hitter, ground ball. Tabor got it, underhand flip. That's the ball game right there. So Fountain grounds out 1-3 as Tabor retires the Knights in order here in the bottom half of the 5th inning, and Carthage wins this one by a score of 15-3. Okay, I tell you what, Josh, we're going to take a 90-second break, 90 seconds, and we'll be back and wrap this one up.
If April showers bring May flowers, then February's deals create March steals. Don't fall for all the low-ball leader ad, too good to be true ads that you may see. Shop us now, shop us later, but if you're not shopping with Pippin Motor Company, you just aren't experiencing how great buying a car can really be. Founded in 1951 to serve Panola and surrounding counties, Pippin Motor Companies believe the experience should be second to no one. Come experience a better way to buy a vehicle today, Pippin Motor Company.
Do you understand your current insurance coverage? Are you covered for all the things you need, or worse, things you no longer need? At Hudson Financial Group, we will assist you in maximizing and understanding your coverages. With access to multiple carriers, we can help you find the best coverage for the best price. Home, auto, farm, ranch, commercial, life insurance, and financial planning. Hudson Financial Group is your one-stop shop. Call us today, 903-693-7874. Hudson Financial Group, where insurance equals assurance.
Monty at Carthage Furniture says inventory is arriving daily and they're overstocked. The old inventory must go. So now their Hot Point washers just $5.49 and the matching dryer $4.99. Their catnapper recliners starting as low as $3.99, and they've marked their 18 cubic foot amount of refrigerators down to just $5.99, and you can choose from either black or stainless steel. Carthage Furniture, where delivery is always free, and Rosa speaks Spanish.
Tuesday night at Tyler, Texas, the Carthage Bulldogs and the Cumberland Academy Knights getting together at Cumberland Academy High School, and the Bulldogs win it by a score of 15-3. Here are the totals in the ball game for Cumberland Academy. They had 3 runs on 2 hits. They committed 4 errors, and they stranded 1 in the ball game. Their record for the season is now 1-8, and they are 0-2 in District 16 4A. For the Carthage Bulldogs, they had 15 runs on 9 hits. They committed 1 error, and they stranded 10 runners. Now, if you're thinking 15 runs and only 9 hits, how did we get all those others on base? Because remember, we scored 15 runs and we left 10 on base. Well, the way we got them on with some big help from Cumberland Academy is that Cumberland Academy hit 11 Carthage Bulldogs in the ballgame. 11 batters were hit by a pitch. So Carthage wins it 15-3. The Bulldogs are now 5-7-1 for the season, and they are 2-0 in District 16 4A. And Friday night they will be hosting Cumberland Academy at Bulldog Park. Once again, your final score from Tyler, Texas on Tuesday night: the Carthage Bulldogs 15 and the Cumberland Academy Knights 3. For your Sports Beat station, I'm Larry Allen.